Is the RS4 Mini actually strong enough to handle your full setup? Today, we're gonna put it to the test. From small lenses to bigger setups, I wanna see how far I can really push this RS4 Mini. And if you're thinking about picking one up, stick around till the end because I'll be giving one of these away for free. Before we hit the field and start filming, let's break down what this gimbal actually offers so you can have a better idea if it's the right fit for you. The RS4 Mini is built for videographers, content creators, and travel filmmakers. Basically, anyone who wants buttery smooth shots without dragging around a heavy gimbal. DJI actually sent me this gimbal last year to test out, and I've actually been using it on a consistent basis, especially when traveling because it makes filming a little more easygoing. It only weighs 1.5 pounds, but it can hold up to 4.4 pounds, which is impressive for how compact it is. You've got support for mirrorless cameras, native vertical shooting for Reels and TikTok, and the 2nd-gen quick release that makes switching to vertical pretty fast. It's also got Bluetooth shutter control, 13-hour battery life, and an upgraded motor over the RS3 Mini, so it can handle beefier setups with more stability. And although on paper this only holds 4.4 pounds, you'd be surprised at how far you can push this thing. And today we're gonna find out. All right, let's take it out to the field. I'm gonna pack up all my lenses and I'll see you out there. All right, we made it to the park. Now let's put the RS4 Mini to the test. We have 3 setups. For each one, we're gonna do a pan tilt push move, right? So we wanna test all arms, all access, and we wanna see how well the RS4 Mini can do under pressure with the light, medium, and heavier setup. Before you continue watching this video, let me know in the comments below what you think this gimbal can handle. A 70 to 200? We'll see. The first setup is going to be the R5 with the 16mm. So I'm starting to balance this. As you can see, this is a pretty light setup, which is ideal for this type of gimbal. So I got this 100% balanced. It's good, feels great, super lightweight. Let's put it to the test. As I said earlier, this is the ideal setup, so that move right there was easy to execute. I had full control of the gimbal. It was super smooth, but of course we already know that this gimbal was created for this type of camera setup. So let's move on to the little heavier ones. All right, so for the next setup, we have a 24 to 70 on the R5 that has a cage. Because of course, this is everyone's daily setup, right? So I've been trying to balance this for 5 minutes with the R5, the cage, and the 24 to 70, and I'm not getting a good balance at all. I'm basically at the limits of each arm. So I'm gonna take off the cage to see if we get a better balance. So I took off the cage and it's already balancing a lot better. Right, we have a lot more room and it feels like it's gonna work. We're just at the limit for how far this could go and it's balanced right there. Mind you, this setup comes with an EF adapter because this is an EF lens connecting to the R5. So it makes it a little bit heavier. But that seems to be good to go. All right, so we're starting by tilting down, tilting up as I pan and push forward. I'm getting this nice shot of the palm trees. So we got no jitters, we got no shakiness as I was doing the move. And it feels like this is actually a great setup. It feels heavier though, right? Before we only had the small 16mm lens. Here, of course, we have the 24 to 70 with the adapter. So it feels a little heavier, but the RS4 Mini could handle it 100%. All right, so I'm trying to balance the 70 to 200 and it's absolutely not working. It is way too heavy, way too long for the RS4 Mini. I've seen some videos out there, people using the 70-200 on the RS4 Mini, but they were the newer models, which some of them are a bit shorter. And I can see how they can balance at least one of the arms, but to balance it completely on the 70-200, I don't think it's possible. This didn't work at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and try a different setup. I've decided to use the 35mm, the RF adapter, and the R5 with the cage. Aside from balancing at this angle, if it just tilts a little bit, it just won't stay balanced. I would need extra room from this arm to keep it 100% balanced. But we also got the roll axis and the front plate balanced, but not the tilt axis. All right, so I've turned it on and it's balanced right now, but because the tilt axis is not as balanced as it should be, it's gonna use a little bit more battery power, right? But I still believe we can get some good shots with this setup right here. Let's try it out. All right, so we got the 35mm with the R5 and the cage, 75% balance. It couldn't go any further, but you still get a good range of motion. It still works as if it was 100% balanced, right? It's just gonna use more battery power. I think this is the limit for the RS4 Mini, right? The cage, the body, and then the 35mm lens. Let's put it to the test. So even though we didn't balance it 100%, it still worked out. We did the move, pan, tilt, push, and it did them correctly. The video came out smooth, no jitters. So I would say the RS4 Mini can handle a camera with the cage, but you gotta watch out for what type of lenses you use. If it's too long or too heavy, then it probably wouldn't balance it correctly. But if you have a shorter lens, a lightweight lens, a wide, maybe a 50 prime, 35mm prime, then you're good to go. Well, that was fun. I think the RS4 Mini is an absolute beast. It handled my 35mm and my 20-70 pretty well. Mind you, I had an RF adapter on it, so it made it a little longer, a little heavier. So it's definitely more than capable. I think the RS4 Mini is perfect for beginners just getting into gimbals, or more experienced videographers who just want to downsize and carry less. So if you use a mirrorless camera with 20-70 or a 35mm, this is solid. And if you're thinking about picking one up, I'm actually gonna be giving one of these away for free real soon. We've been working on a full gimbal guide that breaks down all the gimbal moves and settings that you need to start shooting smoother and more cinematic shots. And once it's launched, we'll be giving away the RS4 Mini. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube, and sign up to my newsletter so you don't miss when it drops. It's gonna be right on your phone. You can use it when you're out on set. You can use it to study right before. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to share it with you soon. Anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I'll be doing a lot more like this soon, so you know what to do.